Hey Tilly peeps, back again with another tobacco review. Today we got the legendary Balkan Sobranie. Now the Balkan Sobranie is a Balkan blend made by, I think, Germains. Comes out like once a year, pretty rare. I sought off their tobacco. The only problem is with this blend for me personally is right when it comes out of the tin. It's like Niagara Falls in there, like how that's usually how Germains comes out in anything, especially with the esoterica blends. So I really, like, whenever I smoked this, it was always impossible to keep lit, and it was all goopy and crap in the bowl. So that's gonna get deducted a little bit of points for me. I'm almost done. This is my last bowl of the tin, which is surprising. And yesterday I had a Halloween party. I was sitting by the fire. I was the fire boy / doorman, making sure no hooligans got in there. So it's in my Stalin costume, smoking my pipe by the fire. Everyone got a kick out of that, of course. And the weird thing is, I don't know about you guys, but at parties, I'm always worried I'm not going to know anybody. And apparently, I made friends over there. But the weird thing is, they all knew me. And I'm like, who are you? It's like, oh, we're on so-and-so's Snapchat story. And I was like, oh, so you see in the shoey. Like, oh, yeah, that was disgusting, but cool. It's like, g'day, mate. If you don't know, in Australia, some people pour beer in their shoes and drink it. I wanted to try it just, as a goof. It just tastes like beer that's been soaked in feet for a year. I've never had that happen to me before. Kind of weird. Flattering, though. But anyway, back to Balkan Sobranie. There is a history video about this blend, like, going back, because this is like a 100-year-old blend, and there's a whole bunch of iterations. It started as cigarettes. It came from, like, some Russian guy in, like, 1907 or something. There's a guy named Hollywood Breyer that did, like, a 20-minute or something minute video about the history of this blend. Really interesting. His name's Hollywood Breyer. You should check it out. Just type in the history of Balkan Sobranie pipe tobacco or something like that. So yeah, just check that out if you're into like history and pipe tobacco and stuff like that. It's well worth a watch. But with this pipe tobacco in general, I think it's a little bit overrated. It's just one of those Germains and esoteric good type stuff that comes out once a year. Type of blends, and I don't think it's that good, especially if it's watered down. It took me this long enough to just like rather the tin like perfect. It took me I bought this tin in January, so I've had this like 10 months now, and right now it's like the optimal smoking right out of the tin. So it's kind of annoying in that regard, and that gives it a couple points, as I said earlier in the review. All in all, I probably give this blend like a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good blend. I like it, but just like the gloopiness and just the overall the absolute just lake in the tin when you first get it, and the longevity it takes to get to the perfect like consistency to smoke just gives it a couple points off for me personally. Anyways, Tilly peace. Be sure to be commenting, liking, subscribing, all the nuke that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.